And we are the Military Collectibles Shop. Ho, 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 I say to you, as this is probably the last video that we'll do before Christmas, or whatever winter holiday you celebrate wherever you're at. A joyous Noel to our French and French-Canadian friends. A happy Yule to our Nordic brethren.
Merry Kalikimaki.
A Mele Kalikimaki to our friends in Hawaii. Aloha and mahalo.
I can't even say it. What is it in Spanish?
What is it in Spanish? For our buddies down in Mexico, including Mike in Mexico, who, hey, call me, you need some patches. I got patches.
Feliz Navidad, says our Mexican guy over there.
Right, our Mexican expert, Rick. Speaking of, the Mexican restaurant that's just down the street from Rick will be opening again soon.
Yeah.
Once they get cleared from the health department. Okay, but that is good news. All right, so anyways, it's almost Christmas, or whatever freaking holiday you celebrate. Celebrate all of them. Life is too short not to celebrate everything. Celebrate everything. Tell your boss you need all those days off work. What would that be? Omni-religious? The opposite of agnostic? Omnostic? I believe in everything.
Wow.
I might be
Cool
onto
idea.
something. Hey, no, I'm sorry. I can't work that day.
Do the atheists get off for Christmas?
No. Only if they're government workers.
Oh.
Separation of church and state, my ass. Okay. All right. Welcome to this edition of What's New at the Military Collectible Shop, where Mark and I share with you what's new at the Military Collectible Shop. So this is kind of a mishmash of stuff that we got in. Some of it was mailed to us. Some of it walked in. Some of it could have actually been a on-the-road video because I had to go and get it. Some of it, because this is the holiday season and I'm actually off, so my wife and I get to hit antique stores. So some of it's stuff I found at antique stores. So you never know. Wow. Militaria is where it is, so you got to go out and get it sometimes.
All right, let's see what you got here.
Let's see what we got. All right, I'll start with this. Not that. This. This is kind of cool. It's a World War I tunic, obviously. Nice wool. But what's neat about this one is it's got kind of an unusual 91st Division Christmas tree patch on it.
A Christmas tree.
Just in time for Christmas.
Nice.
So this guy was in the signal unit of the 91st.
He should have put some lights on his tree.
Right. So and it's got the pants with it too. So that's nice.
I got this police combat tunic. It's missing a button. It was on there as of a few minutes ago, but somehow in transit from over there to here, it popped off.
We've lost the button.
You know, what are the... It's a police combat tunic.
That's cool. Yeah, the German police weren't really like our police. They had tanks and stuff.
Yes. And they were armed with artillery and used it.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this one is it actually has loops for two different badges. So we're not completely sure which two badges. It's kind of an interesting combination. One's more of a combat badge. One could be an Iron Cross or a wound badge.
But there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of space between them, so they might overlap. Unless one of them is really tall, skinny.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
interesting.
that's the way it's close combat.
Vertical.
Vertically. Anyways,
yeah,
it's kind of cool.
No, it's very cool.
I'll send it to an expert to have him sew the button on.
Once we find it.
Oh, it's in the pocket.
Oh, good. Ooh, good job. All right. Shout out to my wife because she actually found this in one of the antique stores we went to. This is a World War II U.S. Navy flyer's helmet, and more so the AN65 goggles with the tinted yellow lenses. So that's really nice. Was tickled to get that, and it was a bargain price.
It must be warm where they fly.
Yeah, I couldn't buy this one fast enough. What's neat about this is this always reminds me of the war poster where the guy's sitting in the plane. You buy them, we'll fly them. So it's kind of like that's the setup he's wearing in that one. So, always nice to find. Any kind of aviation stuff is always good, and goggles are always good. And those are in pretty decent shape. So.
But you got some cool stuff in here. Look, you got a thing of cigarettes.
Old cigarettes. Yeah.
Oh, and look at, there's 20-cent tax on this pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Versus the
$18 that they pay now.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
but these are better. These you probably only have to smoke like 3 of them to get cancer.
I'm sure. Yeah, this was from an estate sale where unfortunately the guy had passed, and they were cleaning it out.
Maybe smoked one.
Wow,
of these.
yeah, that's possible. But he was obviously in the Army, and a whole lot of vintage stuff that was there. But I thought the cigarettes were neat because a lot of time we'll get those little cigarette holders, and it's kind of neat to have a pack of smokes to go into it.
Oh yeah.
Or we could roll them up on our sleeves and look cool.
Oh yeah.
All right.
How come you didn't design the shirts that
Yeah,
have
with
cigarette
pockets? I do like a nice pocket on the shirt.
It's a cell phone pocket now.
This, I believe, is a World War II U.S. Army tanker winter helmet. Similar to the Navy deck helmet, but different.
Wow, that wouldn't give you much padding to whack your head into the side of an...
Well, you still would actually wear the over helmet.
Oh, okay.
But this was just designed to give a little more warmth. Unfortunately, it's in a very small size. But
Oh. Well, you seem to have bought this hat too. It's doesn't have any tags. Oh, here's some tags. It's a utility hat. 1976.
the bicentennial. I remember
Yeah.
the bicentennial.
Ooh, and look at that price.
Well,
You really paid $30 for that hat?
and
Oh,
everything, because we were there on a Sunday, everything was 75% off.
wow.
I know.
That's amazing.
It was amazing. All right, so I got this was kind of neat. This was from an antique store, and it's a I'm not sure the exact model. I'm sure some of you will know, but it's early 1900s, 1902 maybe. Khaki. It's got the rimless buttons, the rimless dark buttons, and the stand fall collar where it's got the little flap, unlike the World War I ones. But it's got the pointed things on the cuffs. So just a nice early tunic. It was missing a couple buttons, but I do have some. And the nice thing about there was a space for a tag. Huh. Unfortunately, it faded out now. But I do have some buttons that I'll be able to replace the couple missing buttons. Because these were actually designed to have removable buttons, so that you could take the buttons off and wash the tunic, which is a great design.
Oh.
It's obviously designed for hot weather. But yeah, I was really tickled to find that.
Oh, that's cool. There seems to be a scarf.
'Tis the
Yeah.
season.
Look at that. That's nice. Oh, wait. It's like a tube thing. Huh, it's a tube scarf.
It is.
Okay. Okay, we should read the label.
Look for the
It
Union
says
label.
scarf, neckwear, men's, wool, green, 208, class 1. Ooh, it's a class 1.
Fancy.
Do not remove on penalty of death.
That doesn't say that. Okay. Also got some German stuff. Got a nice wool multi-piece armband.
Does it have a tag in it?
No, there's no tag. Thanks for bringing that up, Mark. This is actually a police sports shirt eagle, the smaller size that's been like two-sided taped to this piece of paper for the German police sports shirt eagle, and a Panzer badge, which is cool. You know, I mean, I love Panzer badges. They just don't turn up as much as infantry badges and assault badges. Yeah. So this would have been a silver one. And I don't see a marking, but I think this might be an Aspen.
Well, let's see.
Normally you see the Aspen A. But
Yeah, I think you're right.
it just seems like an Aspen to me.
And it doesn't have the flower that's been crushed.
The Daisy version. I love that one. Oh yeah, that's funny.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Well, there's some brown combat boots.
I think the guy served in the 50s.
I don't know about wearing them anymore because I think that...
No, we don't recommend wearing them. One time we were at a show and this kid bought a pair of World War II boots from us, and World War II combat boots, and it was actually a reenactment event. And then like 6 hours later, he comes back with his dad. He's like, "Hey, those boots you sold are defective," and the sole was just all cracked and broken and everything. We're like, "Did you wear these?" And he's like, "Well, yeah." Okay, yeah, those really weren't the ones you want to wear for
75-year-old rubber just didn't hold up.
Well, it was a learning experience for all of us. I did get some WAAC stuff, Women's Auxiliary Army Corps. I got a couple of the overseas hats, both the green and the khaki. These are big. I wonder if these would fit. I could reenact WAAC. Some WAAC buttons. Actually, some WAAC officers' collar insignia, Athena, and a WAAC medal, and a picture thing.
Just we'll lift this up instead of...
Rip it in half. A WAAC picture book, which is just kind of cool. Always nice to have some extra display pieces.
Nice.
So, yeah, that was cool.
Well, we might as well go on to this one before we open that box.
Sure.
Oh, plus you got a bag of stuff too. Wow.
Yeah, this is. Honestly, I haven't even gone through this. It's a bunch of like Civil War ground dug stuff, and apparently can infuse.
Speaking about jeez.
Mark.
Speaking about ground dug stuff. Oh, sorry, Jerry. I seem to have stepped on your canteen.
It's a Civil War bullseye canteen, or at least it was, till Mark got his big feet. No, it was. You're seeing through our ruse, but still kind of a neat battlefield pickup find. You know, it's like, okay, you know, Civil War canteens are tough. So I've got half of one. Ish, maybe less than half, 45%. But still, ground dug stuff certainly has a place. There's a lot of collectors who love the dug stuff, especially when it's identified. You know, because you know, sometimes you'll know where things came from. But yeah, this is just a real mishmash of stuff. Some mini balls and other things. A shot bag. Yeah, I didn't really even look through this. The guy, I asked him what he wanted for it. He told me. I said, okay. Sure.
Cool.
Also, got some other Civil War stuff. Some various Civil War uniform buttons. These are kind of neat because they're the... some of them have the infantry I or the cavalry C. Others are just the eagle one. And then there's an 1812 button, which is fairly early. So that was kind of neat.
Wow.
Here, you can open up that. That was all, that's all Red Cross stuff. from one lady who served with the American Red Cross. She started in World War II and then kind of stayed in. So it's a lot of patches and bits and other pieces.
American Red Cross Motor Service, American Red Cross Emergency Service, American Red Cross Volunteer, something Red Cross.
Oh, this is the Civil Defense one, yeah.
Yeah. Junior LSS.
Life-saving service.
Ooh. Smith Gray, New York.
Yeah, unfortunately they cut the... I mean, I suppose it's good that they didn't... Maybe the tunic was moth or something, but they cut all the tags out of the tunic, including the one that had her name on it, which is nice because it's in there. You know.
Life-saving American Red Cross Corps. And another life-saving American Red Cross Corps. And some shoulder straps off of...
Probably the tunic that's not here anymore.
Yes, but we have the tag from the back of it. And I think there's... I don't know what this... It's like half a Red Cross.
I think no, that's a Red Cross service bar, like number of years, something.
I'm trying to. Oh, this is. This must have been out of the pocket, out of the Grace thing.
Oh, sure.
Oh, and that's her name in it.
Aha! My story holds true.
Rudolph. Ta-da! It's a name grouping.
A name grouping, right. And there's a bunch of enamel pins and ribbons and other bits.
Oh, yeah.
Again, just a neat bag of stuff. Again, didn't even crack it open. Just said, yeah, okay. All right, did get some other Civil War stuff. It's a Doug belt plate, or a cartridge box. I'm not sure which it is. I think it might be a cartridge. It's a cartridge box plate because it would have had the two loops instead of the puppy paw. Type of catches that you'll see on the belt buckle. Careful, the back is coated with lead.
Lead is bad. Oh, especially. Oh.
Mark's gone to many classes about lead abatement.
Yes.
He is a master abater. I will use that one every chance I get. Okay. The Civil War belt, kind of nice to find. If I had the aforementioned puppy paw belt buckle, I could outfit the belt and the cap pouch. So it's still kind of nice to find Civil War leather. Another cap pouch, in better than Doug, but less than great condition. But again, I mean, Civil War stuff, usually there's really nice stuff, but it's really expensive. So it's nice to find stuff that might be a little knackered, been around the block, so it's not as expensive.
It's been a while since the Civil War happened.
A little bit, yeah. This is another pouch of some type.
Cell phone case?
Sure. Civil War cell phone case, very rare. This is another pouch. This one's later. But this one's marked to the Company C of the 5th Cavalry. This is a 1905 pouch.
Wow.
This one, too, is, I believe, more Indian Wars-ish era, if not later. Oh, look. Boy, that must be for candy canes.
It could be. I thought it was a cigar carrier.
Or cigars. Another... something. Oh, this one's neat because it's U.S. Navy marked.
Wow.
Shout out to Malcolm. But yeah, whatever era this is, again, probably the same 19-aught something, but with the USN stamping on it. Another cap pouch. And I don't remember what this is. Oh, yeah, now I do, because it says it on the box. It's a U.S. Coast Guard World War II discharge button in the box, which is kind of neat. You don't
yeah,
see.
that's sweet.
I mean, you see a lot of the different discharge buttons: U.S. Navy, U.S. Marines, obviously the Army ruptured duck, but you don't see many of them from the Coast Guard. And to find it in its original little box is kind of cool.
So I've been dying to use this box cutter on this box of stuff.
Bob Burns. I don't know. Is that copyrighted?
All right, let's see what
We can't call it a Bob Burns one.
Watch out! I'm gonna. Yeah.
I used to live next door to Mike and Pat Burns, who were very cool neighbors. They were, like 5 years older than me, at least. So, Mike used to read me Sergeant Rock comics when I was a little kid. Ooh, that was cool. And Pat sold me a bunch of his Kiss records.
Wow.
Oh, it's a box of garbage bags. Money well spent.
Oh, look at this. Attention, Jerry.
Oh, a copy of Mein Kampf.
Is that the Christmas edition?
Hey, ho. To Mark from Santa, 1939 edition.
Oh.
This one's a little worse for wear. This is the Undersea edition for U-boat captains. I'm not sure what era this one is. Oh, 39 again.
Oh. There seem to be 2 books in here. Or 3.
Wow.
No, just 2 books.
Oh, you got 3, I just got 1.
Your Hallman Heilmittel? Yeah. It appears to be a German book of some sort. I don't know if
There's another German book. Actually, they're all German books. This is Krieg and Frieden. Illustrated by Ernst Zimmer. I think this is about the Franco-Prussian War. Yep, there's a French guy. There's a Prussian guy. So yeah, I'm going with Franco-Prussian War.
I think this has something to do with disease and medical stuff, and
Oh, good.
I don't know. You don't touch it without washing your hands.
Got some drip of gonorrhea. Got you down? Oh yeah, there is.
Oh, look at that.
Ugh. Yeah, some kind of medical something.
Organization Deutschen Arbeitsfront under Gemeinschaft Kraft, well, something. And and it says, if found, return to.
That's the German Strength Through Joy organization.
This one's
For the German workers.
This is by Dr. Robert Lay. Didn't he? There was something important about him.
Yeah, he was a bad man. Very, very bad man.
I can't even.
When Mark speaks German, it's kind of like stepping on Legos.
There's some papers in here, probably Dr. Lay's thing. This is from 1937.
Yeah.
It's a Birth I Helfer dem Führer, something about helping give birth to the Führer.
Yeah. And that's why we don't let Mark write the descriptions for our books. Okay. Oh, and then the other crap.
Oh, we got some other
Collectible rare antique pieces.
We have a 1950s bomber flight helmet. You know, when they were still made out of leather.
Yeah, that one's actually cool. I'd never seen a gray one before. When he first pulled it out, I thought it might be German. But then it's not.
but still cool.
Yeah, no, it's cool, and it's got internal earphones too. Again, like the Germans. You know, it's like, oh, that's neat. Set up for the oxygen mask. Yeah. Fortunately, missing some of the avionics, but still cool.
And we have a Kevlar helmet here, and I didn't see when it was made, but is that 1984? Anyways, it's almost as good as the new ones, except not quite.
Still better than the stuff the Iraqis had.
The fiberglass ones, or
Yeah.
whatever, the plastic ones.
So, always nice to find, you know, complete cover. It's got the cat's eye, band, chin strap, sweatband. Just nice to find. You know, we still sell a lot of them. Kids like them.
And we got a Kevlar flak vest. Seems like it's a larger size.
Yeah, it looks bigger.
You don't want to swim with these on if you don't have to.
Right. Oh, and we did get in tonight a Reproduction German overcoat because we do sell Reproductions. And a Volksturm armband. Oh, and the boots.
Oh, the Volksturm armband came with that?
Yeah, actually, I think it's over there.
All right.
I think it's by the SS helmet. So,
Well, keep the people entertained.
what are
while
each
I
of you doing
search.
for Christmas? Or whatever holiday you celebrate.
Oh,
And
here
send
it
if
is.
you have any good recipes, send us recipes. Oh yeah, there's the Deutsche Volksturm armband.
Ta-da!
Do
And there
you-
was some boots that came with it too. Let
Santa-
me get the boots.
Get the boots.
I think these are Santa boots. They have the special studs in them for climbing on
Rooftops?
rooftops.
Up on the housetop, Santa's Claus. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, again, an interesting variety of stuff. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Unfortunately, it all adds up. So, we need you to buy stuff from us. Go to the website. And whatever it is, just click buy now. It makes a great gift.
Click, 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 click,
Right.
click.
Yeah, actually only a
Wait,
couple.
you got your.
Oh yeah, speaking of click, click, clicks. This is actually kind of cool.
I think it's a buy now button.
Right. This is a German World War II. Oh, and the hangers. Don't forget the hangers.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I know. You'd think we'd be prepared for this. We're not. But this is a German Bakelite World War II Morse code thing. I'm sending a message now to our friend Rick, who is an Eagle Scout, so I know he knows Morse code. But this actually will plug into a Panzer radio or the German field phones, or if you still have, like I do, an iPhone 6, it'll fit right in there.
That must be so much quicker than texting.
Right? You know, if you're good.
I figured that could. Oh, and here it's a Red Cross dagger hanger.
Oh, I thought it was an invisible dagger. It had me scared for a minute there. I don't see it. Do you see the dagger mark?
It doesn't. Well, does it go with your Red Cross stuff?
No. It's German Red Cross.
Oh.
But kind of unusual hangers to find, actually. We've had, probably a dozen of the Red Cross daggers, but not, I think one of them had the hangers.
Yeah.
So, nice to find. I mean, I wish the dagger was with it, and maybe the dagger will come in after we sell these, because that seems to be the way that works. But, yeah. All right. So, again, a variety of stuff, little bits of everything. Civil War, World War I, actually pre-World War I, World War I, World War II, Korea,
Gulf War.
Gulf War, yeah. So a little bit of everything.
You
Almost
seem to have
everything.
been at wars for a long time.
Yeah. So
Well, I guess that keeps us in business.
But at least, hopefully, some of that World War III stuff will be avoided for a little while.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, that's enough of us. You guys can go watch some cat videos. But thank you for joining us. Thanks for watching all year long. We really appreciate all of you. I just realized we almost have like 200 videos up.
Wow.
I know, which is crazy. So we'll probably still be able to get in a couple more before end of year. But again, this will be the last one, probably before Christmas. I know it'll be the last one before Christmas.
Unless we shoot one at the party.
Yeah, we're having a party. We'd invite you all, but the place isn't that big. And we know how much you drink. So it'll just be us. But yeah, maybe we'll shoot some footage so you can like virtually be there. But by the time you see this, the party will be over. So unless we get our German time machine put together, it won't happen.
I think we got all the parts. We just
Right.
The schematic got kind of lost
Exactly.
in the back.
It's in the warehouse. It's next to the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, but thanks for joining us. We really appreciate you spending time with us. We love hearing from all of you. It's always great to talk to other like-minded collectors. We have a passion for this stuff. We know you do too. And so if you got any questions, if there's anything we can help you with, especially newer collectors, don't ever be afraid to... I'll just wait for the sirens to stop. Okay. This really is a safe area. But if you ever have any questions, feel free to ask. We'll try to help you or steer you in the right direction. And we're not one of those dealers that say, well, you only got to buy from us. If you see something on somebody else's site and you want to get our opinion on it, that's fine. We will offer our opinion. We don't care whose it is. We have no allegiance pretty much to anybody. We believe that the truth will set you free. And, sometimes we rub people the wrong way because of that. But other people, we put out a valid argument on why something is no good, and they've revised their listings. So, try to keep it real.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so until next time, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Mark.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop. And have a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
All right.
The floor. Oh, that's what I'm standing on. Sorry, Jerry. You're gonna poke out your eye.
Don't put your eye out.